Hello everyone, it's me Sanjay Vasu back again for another video. This time I'm doing it on Cambridge Lower Secondary Progression Test for Mathematics Stage 8, 2022, Paper 2. We're allowed to use a calculator. Let's start. Question 1. X is an integer such that x is less than 8. Write down two possible values of x. So we can write down any integer values which are less than 8, for example, 6 and 7. That's the answer. Question 2. Write down the order of the rotational symmetry of a regular hexagon. A regular hexagon has 6 sides. That means it has rotational symmetry 6. Question 3. Draw a ring around the letter as the subject of the formula at minus v equals u. We can see that the subject is u because it is just one term which is on one side of the equal sign. All the other terms are on the other side. So our answer is u. Question 4. A bag contains counters that are red or green or blue. A counter is picked at random. The probability of picking each color are shown in the table. For the probability of not picking a blue counter, that will be 1 minus the probability of blue, which is 0.65, which is equal to 0.35. That's the answer. Let's go to question 5. Put a tick next to each of the correct statements about quadrilaterals. All squares are rectangles? Yes, because squares are just rectangles which have all four sides equal length. All rhombuses are squares? No, because squares have 90-degree angle, rhombuses do not. All parallelograms are rhombuses? No, because rhombuses have equal sides, parallelograms do not. All rectangles are parallelograms? Yes, because rectangles are parallelograms which have 90-degree angle between each of the sides. That's the answer. Question 6. Jamila and Yuri both correctly work out the answer to 4 3 by 8 plus 2 3 by 5 without a calculator. Here's the working. Yuri's method has fewer steps than Jamila's method for this calculation. Give another advantage of using Yuri's method rather than Jamila's method. It's easier to understand because the whole number parts and the fraction parts are added separately instead of combining it in mixed numbers, as the whole number and fraction parts are added separately rather than converting to an improper fraction and then making it into same denominator and then adding and then converting back. Instead of doing that, we can just do it this way. That's the answer. Question 7. The total cost of having a bike is worked out like this. Fixed cost of $35 and additional charge of $20 a day. Find the formula for a total cost C dollars to hire the bike for D-Day. So the cost is fixed, $35. That means that's the constant. So constant is equal to $35, and per day it increases by $20, which means we multiply by a number of days, you will get the additional charge fully, and if we add to the fixed cost, we get the total. So the formula is $20D plus 35. That's the answer. Question 8. The function y equals 2x minus 4 can be represented using this function machine. A. Complete the function machine. The input is x and output y. So we multiply 2 into the x value and then subtract 4. We will get output y, which is the function machine. B. Complete the table for function y equals 2x minus 4. Inputs minus 3.5. So we multiply by 2. We get minus 7. Minus 4 is minus 11. And now for positive 11, we just do the reverse. So minus 4, the inverse is plus 4. So plus 4 is 15. Into 2, the inverse is divided by 2. That's 7.5. That's the answer. Question 9. Complete these sentences. 792,344 correct to 3 significant figures is what? So 3 significant figures means The first one's on the leftmost of the number. So now 1, 2, 3. Fourth one is 3, which is less than 5. That means we don't change anything in the first 3 numbers. So we just make all of these zeros. 0.39523 corrected 2 significant figures. The first and second significant figures are there. Third one is 5. Why is 0 not a significant figure? Because starting zeros of a number are not counted. So if there was a 0 over here, it'd be counted, but then because at the start of the number, even if there were like a few decimal zeros before it came, like 39523, before it came like that, that would also be not counted. Starting zeros are always not counted. So anyway, this is the third significant figure, and it is greater than or equal to 5, and that's why we just add 1 to the 9 here, which makes it 0.4. But then because 2 significant figures and not 1, we put a 0.40. Question 10. A. Ahmed has a box containing 154 pencils that are yellow, green, or blue. The ratio of yellow to green to blue pencils is 2:5:7. Work out the number of green pencils in the box. So 154 pencils is equal to 2 plus 5 plus 7, which is 14 parts. 1 part is equal to 154 by 14, which is 11 pencils. And now 5 parts, which is green, is equal to 11 into 5, which is equal to 55 pencils. That's the answer. B. Ahmed also has 2 boxes of pens. Both boxes contain red and black pens only. The table gives some information about the colors. Complete the table. The ratio of red to black pens and proportion of red pens are there in the table, and box 1 and box 2 are there. So red to black means this is red, this is black. Proportion of red will be the number of red divided by the total number of parts. So that will be 2 for red, and by 2 plus 7, which is 9. This one means that the red number is 3, which means 3 is to something. The total number of parts is 10. We have a 3 away, so the other one, which is black, that's 10 minus 3, which is 7. So 3 is to 7. That's the answer. Question 11. A. Hassan has 2 fair spinners. Spinner A has 3 sections numbered 1, 2, and 3. Spinner B has 5 sections numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hassan spins both spinners. He draws this possibility diagram. Find the probability of spinning the same number on both spinners. That will be 1, 2, 3, because 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3. Total, there are 15 dots, so 15 options. So it will be 3 out of 15, which is 1 by 5. And now for 2, a higher number on spinner B than spinner A. We can see 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 options are there to have a higher number on spinner B. 9, and by 15, which is the total, so 3 by 5. B. Hassan also has 4 other spinners, C, D, E, and F. Each of them has 4 sections numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. He spins each spinner a total of 200 times and records the number of times he spins number 3. Only one is a fair spinner. Write the letter of the spinner which is most likely to be fair. So if there's 4 numbers and one of them is 3, that means the probability of getting 3 is equal to 1 by 4. That's equal to 50 by 200, and that'll be 50 times. So 50 times need to get 3. D is the closest because 46 is the closest to 50 out of these. That's why spinner D is fair. Let's go to question 12. Question 12. The diagram shows a map with 3 villages A, B, and C over here. Measure the bearing of B from A. That's the A part. So B from A means from the village A, we take a north line and we measure the angle clockwise till that line there. And if you measure it correctly, you get 104 degrees. I measured it and I found out this answer. B. Work out the bearing of B from C, which means the clockwise angle over here. Well, it's a reflex angle. But then we already have been given that this angle which is not the reflex angle, the obtuse angle of this is 97 degrees. Because angles are on the point after 360 degrees, this angle will be 360 minus 97, which is equal to 263 degrees. That's the answer. Question 13. Oliver has this cuboid. A. He wants to paint all 6 faces of the cuboid. He uses paint at the rate of 65 ml per 2000 centimeters squared. Paint comes in tins of 0.5 liters. Show that he needs to buy 2 tins of paint. So we need to find the surface area of the cuboid. The surface area is 2LB plus 2BH plus 2LH. And that will be equal to 2 into, let's take this length, breadth, height. I'll write that, length, breadth, height. So 2 into 110 into 55 plus 2 into 55 into 22 plus 2 into 110 into 22. You can use a calculator for this. There we are. So let's do 2 into 110 into 55 plus 2 into 55 into 22 plus 2 into 110 into 22. It's equal to this value, which is 1009,360 centimeters squared. So it uses 65 ml per 2000 centimeters squared. That means if we divide by 2000 and multiply by 65, we'll get the amount of paint he needs. By the way, 0.5 liters is 500 ml. So 19,360 divided by 2000 into 65. Let's do that. Divide by 2000 into 65. We get 629.2 ml. And let's just see, 500 ml is not enough. So 2 tins make 1000 ml, which is greater than 629.2 ml. And that's why this is enough. And we need 2 tins of paint. Proven. That's the answer. Let's go to B. Oliver makes a 2D scale drawing of the net of the cuboid. He draws the front face as a rectangle measuring 1.1 by 5.5 centimeters. So the front face is this one here, and that's 1.1 by 5.5 centimeters. Work out the size he draws the top face of the cuboid over here. If 22 centimeters is to 1.1 centimeters, that means 1 centimeter in the scale drawing is to 20 centimeters in reality. And the top face is 110 by 55. So 110 centimeters will be 5.5 centimeters in scale. 55 centimeters will be 55 divided by 20, which is equal to 2.75 centimeters. So these are the two lengths, 2.75 centimeters by 5.5 centimeters. That's the answer. Question 14. A sequence has term-to-term rule, add 1.5. The 4th term is 7. Find the 8th term of the sequence. That means we need to add 1.5 another 4 times. So 7 plus 1.5 into 4. That'll be 7 plus 6, which is 13. That's why 13 is the answer. Question 15. Here's a Venn diagram. Write each of these numbers in the correct place on the Venn diagram. The Venn diagram has rational numbers, integers, and natural numbers on it. So first of all, let's take minus 3. Is it a natural number? No, because it is a negative number, and natural numbers start from 1, 2, 3, and goes on like that. Is there an integer? Yes, because it does not have any decimals, and it is in the range of minus infinity till positive infinity without decimal. So this comes inside the integers. 0.32, it's not a natural number and not an integer because it is a decimal. But then it is a rational number since it can be written as a fraction. 32 by 100, which is equal to 8 by 25. So we can write 0.32 here. 7 is a natural number. So it's obviously an integer and rational number. Why is 7 a natural number? Because it is a positive integer which is greater than 0. 0 is not included in natural numbers. So 7 comes here. 192.7 is not a natural number or integer because it has decimals in it. It is a rational number because it can be written as 192 7 by 10. So we can write 192.7 there. 1 by 5 is not natural number or integer because it is a fraction. It can also be written as 0.2 by the way. And this is a rational number because it is already a fraction, 1 by 5. Now for 350, it is a natural number because it's greater than 0 and it does not have decimals in it. So 350 comes inside natural numbers. That's the answer. Let's go to question 16. The diagram shows two right-angled triangles ABC and EBD and a straight line BCDF. Work out the sides of angle F. Give a geometrical reason for each step in your working. So to find angle F, we need to find this angle because both of these will be equal, corresponding angles. So this angle EDB will be 180 minus 124, which is just 56 degrees. Why? Because angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. And that means F is also equal to 56 degrees because corresponding angles are equal. So you can write angles in a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So angle EDB is equal to 56 degrees. And then corresponding angles are equal. So F equals 56 degrees. That's the answer. Question 17. Make M the subject of the formula T equals 5 into M minus 3. That means that bring 5 to the other side. T by 5 is equal to M minus 3. Now bring minus 3 to the other side. M is equal to T by 5 plus 3. If you found the answer as M is equal to T plus 15 whole thing by 5, it's still correct. Because if we did another way for T equals, we're multiplying out the brackets, 5M minus 15. So T plus 15 is equal to 5M and M is equal to T plus 15 by 5. Both these answers are correct. I shall be writing this one in the answer box. That's the answer. Question 18. Lily sells toys on an online shopping site. Here's the star rating for one of the toys she sells. Lily calculates the average number of stars for this toy. Using the mean is 3.6 stars. Lily wants to give an average that gives a higher value than 3.6 stars. Complete these sentences. The highest average Lily could use is the dash and the value is dash stars. We know the mean already, 3.6 stars. We can find the median. There's a total of, when we added, 69 people there. So the median will be 69 plus 1 divided by 2, which is the 35th item there, or the 35th star. So over here we have 34, and then the 35th one will be in 4 stars. So median equals 4 stars. Now for the range, it's equal to largest minus smallest, 5 minus 1, which is 4. And the mode is equal to the number of stars, which is highest, which is 34 for 5 stars, so 5 stars. So the highest average is the mode, which is 5 stars. A different average, we can write any one of these two, median or range. I shall write median, and value is 4 stars. That's the answer. Question 19. The diagram shows parallelogram ABCD on a grid. A. Draw the enlargement with center of enlargement 1, 0 and scale factor 2. 1, 0 is this point right here. We need to enlarge it by scale factor 2. That means the distances between the points should be doubled. So over here it's 2. We need to double it in the same direction. It will become 4. so we'll come there. Now the distance here is 3 in y, 1 in x. We go one more time, we go there. And using that, we can say for the other two, it'll be over here and over here. Now we can just draw the parallelogram, and that's the answer. B, here is square EFGH. It's drawn on a grid so that E is at 17,30 and H is at 17,33. EFGH is then translated 3 right and 4 up. Drawing around the two coordinates that are the vertices of the square after the translation. So going from E to H, we go from 17,30 to 17,33. So this is 3 units because it's going 33 minus 30, which is just 3. So this has to be 3 units. 3 units right from H will be adding to the x. So G will be 20,33 because we add 3 to the x value, as I said. This is also 3 units. These are all equal, I'll just say that. And now what's for F? We go down 3 if we're going from H to E. The same length is for G to F. We go down 3. So G to F will be minus 3 here, so 20,30. And if we translate 3 right and 4 up, that means we add 3 to the x values. And then we add 4 to all the y values, and we get the 4 points. So we translate it, we'll get 23,37, and over here 23,34, and this one will become 20,34. This one will become 20,37. Now out of these 4 coordinates, which two are there over here? We have 20,34 and 23,37, so we can draw a ring around both of these coordinates. That's the answer. Let's go to question 20. Students from class P and class Q were asked to solve a puzzle. The time was recorded for each student to solve the puzzle. This time is in seconds. The stem and leaf diagram shows results for class P. A. Complete these sentences. The shortest time for class P is dash seconds. The shortest time is 1/3, 13 seconds. The longest time is dash seconds. Longest is 4/8 with largest value, so 48 seconds. Dash penalty times for class P are longer than 36 seconds. So we know there are 16 students here if we add it up, and greater than 36 seconds is 37, 42, 48, 48. So there's 4 values. So it'll be 4 by 16, which is 1 by 4, 25%. And that's why the answer is 25% here. B, class P have more consistent times than class Q. The possible value for the range of times for class Q. So over here, class P's range is equal to 48 minus 13, which is 35 seconds. So a possible value for class Q has to be greater than 35. So class Q range has to be greater than 35 seconds. And I shall write just 50 seconds. You can write any value which is significantly greater than 35, like 45 or 40 or 48 or any value like that. C, the median time for class Q is 34 seconds. Using this result, write a comparison between the times for class P and Q. You must use data to support your comparison. The median time for class P will be, because there are 16 students, it will be the 8th and the 9th value. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 27 and 29, because they're not the same, so it'll be 27 plus 29 by 2. That's the median. And that'll be 28 seconds. So the median time for class Q is greater. So on average, class Q took longer time than class P. But well, they said you must use data to support the comparison. So greater is 34 seconds is greater than 28 seconds. That's the data which we're using. That's the answer. Question 21. Solve 10 into 2x minus 3 equals 133 minus 2x minus 1. So that'll be 20x minus 30 is equal to 133 minus 2x plus 2, because minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. Now we can bring 2x and minus 30 to the other sides. So 20x plus 2x is equal to 133 plus 30 plus 2, which is equal to 22x, and that is 165. That means x is 165 by 22, and if you did correctly, you get the answer as 7.5. That's the answer. Question 22. A wheel on Eva's bicycle has a radius 311 millimeters. The wheel makes 15 complete revolutions as she travels in a straight line. Calculate the distance Eva travels. Give your answer in meters, correct to one decimal place. So 15 complete revolution means 15 times of the circumference. So we need to find the circumference. We have the radius, so we can do that. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. That's circumference of circle. So 2 pi into 311. That's 622 pi. Let's get our calculator out. 622 multiplied by pi, we get 1954.1 millimeters for one rotation. And now if you want 15 rotations or 15 revolutions, it'll be 1954.1 multiplied by 15. Let's do that. 1954.1 into 15 is 29311.5 millimeters. But now we need to write this in meters. So 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeters. So you have to divide this by 1000. And if we do that, we get 29.3115 meters, which is 29.3 meters to one decimal place, as given in the question. That's the answer. With that, I've come to the end of the video. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, share this video with your friends and family, and comment on how you think this video was. That's me, Sanjay Vasu, signing out. Thank you. Bye.